Hi and welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm starting another series on short pastries, and in this video I'll be working on sweet short pastries, making items such as apple pies and jam tarts from the pastry. There are other types of short pastry. You have the savory ones that you use for meat pies, and you have the enriched ones that you can prepare for the use of items such as flapjack. But in this series, I'm just going to concentrate on the sweet paste using flour, 100% of flour, 50% of butter or margarine, and then I'll use a quarter of that will be sugar. Granulated sugar is best, and then a pinch of salt mixed with liquid, which will be about 25% of the flour ratio. The liquid could be milk or a mixture of milk and egg, or just plain water if you are doing it for commercial purposes. Come along with me. To prepare short pastry, the sweet one, I have 300 grams of flour, that's plain flour. I have half quantity, which is 150 grams of butter. You can also use cake margarine, and I have 75 grams of sugar. I will be adding a pinch of salt, like I said, 3 fingers of salt, just to balance the sweetness. I have 1 egg and 25 ml of water and 25 ml of milk. For the sweet pastry, you can either use water on its own, or you can have a mixture of milk, water and egg, or you can use egg on its own or milk on its own. It's up to you how rich you want your pastry to be. But this one, I'm going to have a mixture of the egg, the milk and the water, and I'll be starting by crumbling the flour. So I'll place my margarine into the flour, add a pinch of salt, and I'll be using my spoon to break the butter into the flour. I'm trying to use the rubbing method rather than use the palm of my hand. I prefer to use the spoon just to mix the margarine or the butter into the flour until I get a crumble texture. I've got the flour and the butter mixed in, and the next step is to place the sugar into the water, add the egg and a little bit of milk. I'm going to whisk the egg mixture. Then this will go into the mixture of flour and butter, mixed with a spoon or a fork until you have a short pastry dough. Pastry is mixed ready, so I'm going to rest in the fridge for about half an hour. So cover it with some cling film or a piece of damp cloth and place in the fridge for about 30 minutes. The next step is to roll the short pastry into about 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to take my chilled short pastry and take it into a bowl on the flour surface, little bit of flour, and gently roll out the pastry. For the jam tart, I've got strawberry jam and apricot jam. Cut out the pastry disc, place onto prepared baking pan and add about a teaspoon of jam onto the pastry. You can either leave it open without a lid, or you can cover it if you prefer, but I'm going to leave mine open. Cut the top of the pastry. You can either use a fork or a knife so that there can be like a vent for the steam from the apples to break through the pastry. I'm going to use some milk to lightly go over the pastry just to give it color during baking. You can also use egg, whisk egg to glaze the top of the pastry to give it a nice color effect once it's baked. Place the pastry onto a tray for easy pickup from the oven once it's cooked, and bake at about 190 to 200 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to rest it for about 5 minutes just to allow the pastry to recover from the handling, so it would, to prevent it from shrinking in the oven during baking. The oven is, I've turned the oven down to preheat, so during the preheating I'm just going to leave this to rest for a few minutes. The jam tarts are ready. I'm going to place them onto a plate for service. Allow to cool for a few minutes before eating the tart. Enjoy.